some Republicans are actually getting upset that President Biden is promising to rebuild the bridge. I mean, can you even believe this now? And when I heard this, I thought, what, like, again, why? Who votes for these people? Who needs a bridge? You know, I mean, why would anybody vote for Republicans? Listen to this guy. Here's the...
It was kind of outrageous immediately for Biden to express in this tragedy the idea that he's going to use federal funds to pay for it in entirety. We just can't take the easy route all the time.
What's the easy route? He's talking about we can't use federal funds to rebuild our infrastructure? It's insane. You're right, Terry, on the chat. It's insane. Opposite world. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would anybody send somebody like that into Congress? Yes, we want somebody that's going to stand in the way of everything that we need to get done. And if we run into a problem and we need something to be addressed, like the collapse of a bridge, we want you to stop it. Do all you can to stop it. Why? What's wrong with these people? Of course their constituents want their bridge to be rebuilt, but you better believe that some of those people are Republicans. And some of them voted for him. And not only did they vote for him, they will vote for him again. And when that bridge is rebuilt, they won't know simply or have the manners or maturity to simply say thank you. They'll be like, let's go, Brandon. Right? Some bullshit like that. Because they've been too far gone. They're far gone beyond repair. This is an irredeemable cult. They have nothing to offer, and they need to be, legally and peacefully smashed into the permanent minority that they are. Without apology. They don't bring anything to the table. And just like I'm saying, we're talking about them, it's Holy Week if you celebrate. It's Easter's coming up on Sunday. And what are they doing to celebrate it? I don't know. I just saw right before we went on air, Trump retweeting a video because he went to Long Island or Queens. I live in this area, and he, of course, exploiting the death of a police officer. Now, Republicans hate the cops. They hate the police. The only people who defund the police are the Republicans. I make no mistake. They love to talk about, this stupid slogan, and we've talked about it when it was on the Ascendants, this friggin', defund the police. And we talked about it on the show, how stupid of a slogan that was. It played right into their hands. Because we're not talking about defunding the police. Nobody was talking about defunding the police. We were talking about funding community policing. That's what it was about. And, of course, somebody goes defund the police, and then Republicans run with it. Because they know how it's, oh, wow, they just stepped on a rake. These dumb, these Democrats who don't know how to message. And the fact is, nobody talked about defunding the police more than the Republicans. Of course, saying that this is what Democrats say. It wasn't Democrats saying defund the police. In fact, Democrats were the ones saying, no, we're not defunding the police. Except, in fact, the opposite, because they live in opposite world, the Republicans. The opposite was true. The Democrats funded the police even more. Just like we're living in a world where crime is down. We have a lower crime rate, for example, here in New York than it was years ago, 20 years ago. And there's Trump on Fox News talking about what a shit show it is, how it's hell on earth here in New York, because it doesn't matter. It's feelings. Oh, well, people feel. You know why they feel that way? It's because they've been propagandized. They're getting the feelings from the Fox News and the OANs and their propaganda channels that are nonstop repeating it. Doesn't matter what's real. That's why every autocrat, every authoritarian dictator, every democracy that fell to autocracy began with the taking over of the media. So Trump, oh God, I know, right? One day we won't have to say his name. Who even imagined years ago when we were complaining about George W. Bush, like that moron, could we ever have predicted? Now, how low can it go from here? Who's next? What other baboon are they gonna shove into the White House, or at least try? Every couple of years, the bottom falls out, and they fall another 50 levels into Dante's Inferno. I mean, really, I don't even want to ask, right? Like, how low can they go? I don't want to know the answer to that. So, hold on a second. Let's see. Jesus warned about false prophets and charlatans who would try to mislead people. Some have drawn comparisons to Trump and these false prophets, arguing that Trump is tapping into feelings of fear and anger to portray himself as a savior figure fighting against perceived enemies. Give me a break. What enemies? Democrats who want to ensure that you don't have to needlessly die without health care. I mean, really, what? Tell me, somebody on the chat, tell me why what is Christian to the Republicans? What do they follow? What teachings of Jesus do they actually follow? Because it seems to me that the only holy obligation to in Republican Jesus land is being a gay basher or a trans basher. That's it. Not feeding the homeless or hungry, housing the homeless, not caring about your fellows. It's always divisiveness, violence. None of this turn the other cheek. He even said it. Donald Trump Jr., what has that gotten us? What has that gotten you? How about the kingdom of heaven, right? Wasn't that the point? Isn't that what Jesus said? Somebody slaps you across the cheek, turn the other cheek. Don't slap them back, turn the other cheek. I mean, who needs earthly rewards? Yours is the kingdom of heaven. Isn't that what he said? Give all your money away and follow me. But all we hear from Republicans is what? Machine gun bacon. Right? AR-15 lapel pins. Bashing people, adding confusion, putting razors into water when terrified people are fleeing their failed states that we helped create. No, they never meet anybody with compassion or understanding. Not at all. It's nothing but gay bashing. So they dare call themselves Christians. They're not Christians. They're the hypocrites that Jesus warned about. There's nothing Christian about them. In fact, I have to deal with some of these assholes. doing this show. It's fine because I don't, whatever. A pig is going to grunt, right? Like my father always said, we can only expect grunts from pigs. But these people, they don't do anything. They don't offer anything. They don't. Tara, give him. Wait, Tara, give me your money. Kathy says. Giving your money. Give me your money, Kathy.